Yeah. Where are we going?
This is the book that I'm going to be reading for August. Yay! Tunavye bakwano, tunavye. Shoes. I didn't pack shoes. And also not for nothing, but I'm not afraid of people seeing nips. They're just nips. Don't we bump into each other in the corridor? I'm naked. The streets of Chanja. People of Chanja, God can stare. It's okay. Yes, 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 yes. Nag, the bed is even bigger. I'm like, oh my god, this is it. So I just maintain that. When you feel some type of way, Auntie would like to call it that. I felt some type of way, but tell me you posted that video with good intentions. Be alone. Do you see anyone here? Do you see anyone here? I'm alone. Thriving. Hi guys, happy Thursday. I hope you're doing stunning. Good, hold on. Let me first organize my Kalam post quick. Um, have we talked since I came back from the staycation? Have we? Have we gotten time to talk? I don't think we have. Anyway, yeah, I got back from the staycation on Monday. Monday. And then I said I was going to record the interview and I was going to NBS. I couldn't. I did hire someone to post a video of the behind the scenes of everything. And oh gosh, I would the interview was so random. That's the truth. I was invited by some guy. I don't know what his title is there. When he invited me, this was, I think, the like Thursday, the week before. And later he was like, I thought when he contacted me Thursday, I think they wanted me to come in Friday, but then they canceled. They said Monday. I'm like, cool. So I went on my staycation. Now, in my head, I was thinking they might cancel again or it might not work out. So I didn't pack for it like that. I only had my Kalito romper, but the romper worked. Anyway, so I get there. And the night before, I also texted the guy when he was reminding me that all the interviews tomorrow, that shoot, probably 10 in the morning. I'm like, okay, cool. But then I'm like, are you going to share some questions or something? Because aside from me handling myself in interviews, it's also nice to have questions so that, you're more balanced. So I asked. Apparently, he forgot to send them to me. So me, I'm thinking it's just one of those really light interviews, no big deal, whatever. More one of the questions, like full blown paragrate, okay, paragraph. And also, they are launching something new in a few weeks. No, maybe in a month. They are launching something, something for creatives. Okay, hence why I had gone there. But I hadn't seen the space or anything. I hadn't. And these questions had a bit of, I think they were connecting to that. Maybe they were kind of seeing it in a sense of the day they launch the place, then they have me in the segment speaking about it. Do you get me? But then I keep wondering where are these questions put together in this format? I don't understand because nothing had been explained to me. So the last question was directly regarding that particular project. So the chick who was behind the scenes was like, no, she hasn't answered that well. We need her to connect this to this. Then I'm like, connect what? But no, auntie, we have something here. I was like, no one told me. And that was Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday. Who? Tuesday, Wednesday. Nga, am I moving from the bed? I am like, I don't know what, because I don't think it's burnout, to be honest. I feel maybe I have like some sort of depression situation going on with me because I can go to sleep when I'm so excited for the next day, but when I wake up the next morning, it's like I just want to stay in that one position. I don't want to move. I don't know what it is. Maybe there's just something funky in the air. Okay. Yeah, so Monday and Tuesday, that's how I was feeling. Guys, I wish you saw me. I was like a hobo in the street. Okay, I was eating from the bed, which is disgusting. Okay, I was just eating from there, and I'm just like, so it's today that I try to take a shower. Even me wearing something like this, I just want to feel sexy for 5 seconds because I haven't been feeling like that. And meanwhile, I could be in my psycho phases again, so I just feel they keep moving like this, see it again. Anyway, yeah, so I was a bit low, and then I feel I have been on survival mode since planning soiree and stuff. So it's almost like I'm still in that phase. Sometimes I wake up when I'm frantic. It's almost like I'm still in that state, and then I'm trying to calm my nervous system down and like reassuring myself like everything is okay, it's good, you're safe, everything is working out. You know what I mean? Aside from me waking up and I'm like, oh my god, I'm anxious, and I don't know why I'm anxious. You get me? Yeah. So sometimes I get those days nag, and I found that um when I get into those sorts of moods, because in the past I used to just chug it down. It's almost like I put all those feelings in a box, I close it, and I proceed with my life. But then later it starts to explode in my life. Like I start to get very irritated and stuff like that easily. So these days when I feel how I'm feeling, without the pressure of I need to be doing this, I need to be doing content, I need to be releasing something, I need to do. I just sit in it. I sit in the way I'm feeling back one. I sit, I acknowledge, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Maybe it will be better tomorrow. So, yeah. I even the book I introduced to you guys, you think I've started it? Today is the 7th. I should have been on the 7th chapter by now. I have not. Because even when I wanted to read it, I just feel I'm not in the mood to read. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, so today I woke up, I took a nice shower. I was like, just dress up, look cute, something to just, some. And I lucky want the sun to come through my window because I just want to feel some fresh air, something that can make me feel differently. Okay. And also my throat has been on and off. I don't know if it's the fan that I keep in my room because in the night I bring the fan. I have a fan. I bring it in and I think it has been affecting my nasal situation. And then I could wake up with extra dry skin or I really feel parched. Like the first thing I need to do is grab water and drink. So I think it was affecting my breathing situation. And when I looked it up, apparently it's true. So I don't have to sleep with the fan anymore, which sucks because mosquitoes be popping up in this room and dancing around my ears all night. And having the fan, because it just does so fast, it blows them out. But it could be a cycle. I mean, I could be in luteal phase again because I'm also getting some cat pimple, getting some stuff. Could be that. I'm just taking it easy, okay? I'm just taking it easy. When things like this are happening, accept that they're happening. Sit in them, take it in, do whatever around you that can kind of soothe you in a bit, in a way, sorry, soothe you, or maybe have some calming tea, or I don't know, just girl, it's whatever. Women, our bodies are weird. Anyway, I wanted to do some skincare content for the grammars and the TikTokers today. I didn't post anything Tuesday, Wednesday. I didn't. And that for me, someone can be like, hey, but they're only 2 days. That for me is huge. It's almost like I've missed 2 weeks without posting when I don't post for 2 days. So I need to, for my numbers to stay where they are. Yeah, so maintenance. Although I did do a Q&A on Tuesday, and that kind of trickled into Wednesday. So that was also engagement. Yesterday was a weird day, guys. The DMs I was getting were strange. And they were strange because there's a woman who reached I don't know if she's a woman or she's a girl. Could be a girl, because sometimes the way in which someone writes you, you can tell their age situation. Okay. This girl reaches out. That was the first one. This girl reaches out and she has a full blown paragraph about a clinic that she went to. And then I'm like, okay. So I happen to know the person that owns this clinic. And I know her on the level of, there was like a bit of a friendship there, okay? But I have never worked with them in any way, shape, or form. And their clinic is very reputable, and people go there a lot and they like it there. Do you get me? Yeah, so she was like, the paragraph was long and she kept writing and writing. Now I think she was sending me screenshots, but the screenshots were delaying to come in, because sometimes on Instagram, unless maybe when your VP is on, that's when they come in faster, but usually they are slow. Okay. So I'm reading it, so the things are not connecting. At some point, I'm like, Banange, what's this? Are you sure these messages are for me? But yeah, but this person, no, she didn't say that. She said, well, something of the sort, but she said, you've worked with them before and they're your friends. Why do I want to affect your friendship? Or baby, Jimmy, I was like, what is this chapa cuckoo nonsense? I didn't get it. Yeah, but yeah, she's definitely a young girl. Because when you're watching the internet in an objective way, like I have so many acquaintances, number one, there are so many, okay? Now, when you see me talking to someone, you assume I've also, in a way, it is actually like I've put a stamp on whatever it is that they do. But if I haven't worked with someone directly in that manner, I can't speak on it. What I can do is like, just give me your number. I'll take a screenshot. I share it with the person and let them help you out, but it's none of my business, to be honest. That's the truth. The work situation, none of my business. You get me? Anyway, yeah. So she just kept sending me stuff throughout the day, and even some things I reached a point I was like, I can't forward this. I've already forwarded her something. Based on that, she knows what to do because she's a professional. Do you understand? Mukwan. And then I'm seeing screenshots of what I am like, Bananga. Then over her sister had done a YouTube talking about Obabichi Bichi Bichi. I mean, I'll go. Long story short, I cannot speak on things that I'm not associated with directly. And I want people to understand this. I cannot speak on them. The things that I speak on, they like when I'm working with a brand and I do content with them on a monthly basis, you will know because there are videos, there are pictures, there are tags. Like they almost become like a household name, let me tell you. If it's coming from me, you will know that she's in full collaboration with such and such and such and such. Now, those ones that you see, if you have an issue with the people that I've talked about and you went there and God forbid something didn't go right, that is the only time you can come and talk to me about it. You cannot talk to me about your experience with, I don't know, about where I won't mention names because people be doing the most. I went this side, Carol, and now that is none of my business. It is none of it. None of it. Do you get me? That's none of my business. So since you went there, you call them and then they sort you out. The only reason you could come to me is my things have not worked out wherever I have been going. I want to check out your sport. How do I go about it? That's the only time. I don't know why people don't get this. I don't know why. You get me? And not for nothing, but there are creatives that have talked about certain places and stuff like that, and I have gone and it wasn't a hundred. But I never called these people, and I know them. I never did. I never said, Munag, your place which you were talking about. I simply, anyway, but for me, I'm just very decisive. That's the truth. If it doesn't really affect me directly, it could be a food place, it could be, when it's not really that big of a deal like that. I don't sweat because I understand. I mean, that same circle situation. I'm just like, it's whatever. And I keep it moving because also I know deep down it cannot be their fault as well, you know? You guys get the gist. Yeah, there are so many factors that are involved for you to fully understand the situation. And I know when you are not social media person, when you're not, because I once was in your position, I never knew squat. When you're not on social media like the way in which we are, you don't know most things. For you, things appear very normal. It's like, it's no big deal. It's whatever. It is a big deal on our end. Do you get me? Okay? It's a big deal, but when you're watching, it's like, and there are always two sides to a story. Always. Guys, it's never one story. Just know that. There are always two sides. Okay? And I remember sometime, this is an example now. Sometime I worked with these people. Now when I worked with these people, I had signed with them and it was done. It was great. I was excited. When I signed with them, I knew, okay, now moving forward, what are we doing? Like whatever, we get into planning of what are we doing on social, like for treatments and stuff like that. So there's something they wanted me to try. When they wanted me to try this, they had now I signed with them. I'm collaborating with them. But they had signed with another party. The other party was the one with the treatments. So they were giving it to this place for free. Actually, it was not free. They were giving them the stuff that when you do use these things, we need the content. Or whoever it is that you hire to collab with, we shall need to collaborate with them as well. Now that's an agreement they made on that side. It was not with me. Cutting me in my head, I'm thinking, okay. When they told me about it, I was like, I don't understand because I signed with these guys and my contract says I collab with these guys. My contract doesn't talk about a third party. So naturally, I will call the middleman until we're going through agencies. I call the middleman and I tell him the story. I'm like, maybe he will advise me accordingly. And he basically was like, I haven't heard about that, but no, that's not okay. That's a third party indeed, because again, that's also work with like no, that makes no sense. I don't think you should. So I decided to compromise and I said, you know what, I'll just do it for the start and that's it. And I did. But before I accepted, I remember when I was speaking to the lady, because the lady of those other treatments, the third party, they gave her my number. And her and I spoke. And there's a celebrity who had done the same treatment, but for her, she was dealing with another place. Now, for her on the other end, she accepted. Gosh, please tell me this is the email I've been waiting for. Guys, I've been waiting for an email, Monsavida. I've been waiting. I have become a stalker. Gosh, it's the one. Okay, I'm scared to open it. Good morning, Caroline. I hope you're doing well. We've received the green light to proceed with the campaign. Oh, it's a campaign. The budget allocated is for, I don't know. Oh, God. It's great, but the center has been chopped. Anyway, let me first give you guys a story before I respond to. Let me first think about whatever it is. But there's a possibility I'm just going to say yes because it has been my dream to work with these guys. Um, where was I? Mhm. The celebrity accepted on the other side. Now, when you find these, all our red cards are not the same. The way in which we work is not the same. Okay, the way I work is not the same way someone else works, and vice versa. You find yourself, you have your strict thing. The same way I have sent these guys because they asked for my red card for da da da. Now, what they respond might not necessarily be the money you hoped for. But like now, like I've said, I've always wanted to work with these guys. You know what? Let me just think about it, but I'm going to consider. You get like things differ. You know what I mean? Things differ. You might even meet a really, or maybe you've been shopping from this store forever, and today they were like, "Bana Carol, let's collab with you in a way, but let's collab like in this way." Sometimes it's butter trade. Tukuwe ngoye, you push for us. Or I know a lot of presenters do this, like they find a store and then the store dresses them up, and then when they're done, they take back the clothes. Most of them do that, by the way. That's why they keep switching up stuff. Yeah, so you might find yourself like, oh, this takes a burden away from me, so let me just accept. It's fine. Okay, as long as at the end of the day, you're happy. Anyway, so the celeb, or rather socialite, accepted. On that side, she was like, "Oh, this is cool, whatever." Da, 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 da. And then when I'm speaking to this woman, she's like, "Oh, but let me call the socialite Sandra." Sandra is actually my go-to always. Every time, every time I was thinking about something, I say Sandra. I don't know why. Yeah. So Sandra is like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. So this chick is like, well, Sandra accepted to do this. Meaning now trying to tell me that if she accepted, then even me, I should accept. And that is not the way I work. It's like if you're operating with me, then operate with me and say, and I think some of these businesses, whatever, they don't seem to understand that. They're like, I worked with this person. So the way in which I worked with this person, I'm going to do the same on this one. And it's not right because the creating content, and it's almost something that's like divine, let me call it that. It's something that it's number one, it just comes to you, or like, oh, this is how I'm going to push, this is how I'm going to talk about it. This, I can't explain it, but it's, for me, someone will probably be laughing watching this. May I find it something very spiritual and divine in a sense. If you're in it for the right reasons and you connect, because it's let me tell you, it's the hardest thing to build an audience online. It's the hardest thing for someone to say, me, what Carol said, I'm going with it. You mean to tell me that that's just basic chapakuku? No, you have to have something. You either have it or you don't, period. You get, so you cannot kind of compare the way in which I do my process or whatever to someone else's. We are different, right? Anyway, so the person was trying to tell me, Auntie, this person accepted. So I was like, okay. And people can kumanyira us in this street, takamanyiro. Anyway, I compromised. I accepted. I was like, I'll just do it for the one. But if they're to ever come back, if I'm still working with these people, I will not be interested, you know. But thankfully, my contract wrapped before we did anything else. Yeah. So I just want you guys to know that, okay? Unless I'm working with these guys, I'm currently working with them. That is the only time you can come and tell me, Wagwan, and I will listen and I will try to help wherever I can. But if I'm not working with these people, you cannot come to me and tell me this stuff. It's honestly none of my business. It's none of my business. So anyway, just have that in mind. Oh, we've lost light. I don't think the sun is coming out anytime soon, which sucks because I should have done this earlier. I can still do a clip right now, but it's gonna suck because the lighting is off. Anyway, let me first check it and see. I never thought, I never, ever, ever, I swear I never did. I came to party.
Women are not designed to live in constant discipline. Her body moves in cycles. Some days her energy is up, some days her energy is down, some days she leads, some days she just wants to sleep and rest. There's a 6 or 7 day window every month where she's on fire. She's ready to crush it. She's energized. She has so much creativity in her. She has so much focus in her. And then there's another 6 or 7 days. If she really paid attention to it, she shouldn't be doing anything at all but laying in bed, eating ice cream, and watching TV. But society has taught women to ignore all of that, to suppress what's happening inside. Nowadays, women don't get enough empathy regarding this. They're expected to keep pushing, keep grinding, as if they're built like men, but they're not. Trying to force her into a rigid routine every day is how you disconnect her from her power. They move through all 4 seasons every month, and they should be encouraged to build their lives around that cycle, around that rhythm, not fight against it.
I thought I was recording, I wasn't. Fuck. Oh, where did I stop? I don't know. Shit. Oh, this is the worst day ever. Okay. I thought I was recording, I wasn't. This is actually my nightmare. So I need to go check this out. I wasn't recording, so even the whole application, I was basically talking to myself. The fuck? This is the worst. So I have to apply more product now. Shit. Because we are loading up on the hydration, the pretty light glow that she gives me. That's good. That I'll be going in with my dark spotting correcting glow. After that, I'll be going with my dark spot correcting glow cream. Oh, is it zooming in? I hope so. Yeah. I've always said how I don't need you, but it's always gonna come right back to this. Please. I really hate that there has been no sun today, because if there was sunshine, my skin was just going to do. This sucks, but I'll see if I can adjust that during editing. Moment of truth. I mean, they're great. Oh, you just, I can brighten them a bit, but it just doesn't give the way it should.
Purpose. Your purpose is to be you. That's it. Simple. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Just be you. Even though most of you have been taught to do this, the hardest thing to do is to be someone you're not. The easiest thing is to be you. All the pain, all the struggle, all the strife, all the difficulty comes from trying to be someone you're not.
Now we have to take pictures. Guys, I had to clean my face, or rather wash it, and then do the thing all over again. The video just was not looking good. It looked like crap, and I didn't like that. Where's my yellow hue that I like? Oh no. There's something in my nose. I hope it didn't show in the video. Fuck. But this, guys, look at the skin. And this is not filtered, nothing. Why people be arguing with me Vanage when I'm telling them about Korean skin? People argue. What gives me the ick is people that use those natural based products on the face. And I know I'm going to get people coming at me. They're like, oh my God, Carol, no. Have you tried this? It is nice. Have you tried? Guys, it's so all I think we need to advance a little bit and try to use things that have been formulated and put together, like, you know what I mean? There's something about those natural things that just, oh, this is made over from what? And you're using it on your face. Yuck. Won't you get like some sort of fungus? People do those things when I get, you take it out. Wait, what is this lighting?